Hello students, welcome to the lecture 3 in Principles of Green Building and Unit 1 Part 3. Right? Till now we have studied about the green buildings in India, where they are located and which type of rating they have got. Now, in continuation to that, the rain tree hotels in Chennai, here that is the rain tree hotels that are of completely eco sensitive hotel for eco savvy travels. The entire chain of rain tree business hotels across Chennai city are the first eco sensitive hotels in South India, whereas our Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, which is located in the Hyderabad, it is also constructed on based on the green green buildings concept. India's first greenfield airport in undeniably among the top 10 green buildings in India and the first airport in Asia to be awarded the LEED Silver rating certification by US Green Building Council, featuring featuring 1 lakh 5 square meters of glass encased terminal. This green building ensures optimal use of natural light and minimal wastage of electricity or energy consumption. Here you can see the picture of Raintree hotels in Chennai, first eco sensitive hotel in India. You people can see the picture here, right? The same thing here you can see the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport picture. The aerial view you can see here, that is completely based on your green buildings concept, and it is rated by the LEED has given the rating of silver rating certification. So right, next one is the green buildings in India, that is Nokia Gurgaon. Among India's most sustainable building is the corporate office of Nokia in Gurgaon, which has been granted accreditation as one of the world's leading green buildings by the US Green Building Council, USGBC. Right, we have already told you that every country has a different green building certification courses, rating courses. This is the first time that the commercial interior fit out project in India is being awarded the green building award and prestigious LEED gold rating. This is the only one Nokia Gurgaon got the gold rating in India. Here you people can see the picture. Right, next one is the green building economy and its investment. It is predicted that green building economy and its investment. See, everyone, the site selection is more important when we are going for the green building. Every site is not suitable for the green building construction. In that we have to check the how much investment, and that investment can be how it can be recovered by less usage of the less usage of the energy sources and the water usage. So from that you can recover the economy which you have invested. So right, it is predicted that energy efficiency in buildings and appliances can reduce 1.6 gt CO2 in 2020 and up to 7 gt CO2 in 2050. In terms of region, the fastest growing regional green building market is Asia. Over 85% firms accept rapid or steady growth in sales and profit levels associated with green building. Green building is a win situation for all stakeholders, developers, builders, policymakers, and the whole as India. Right, why we are studying here the green building? The most important of green building is green building. By constructing the green building, we are protecting the our environment. First thing, by using the less energy and less water. By that 90% of the energy can be saved in the daylight by using the by using the lights which in the daytime, most of the energy which we will be using by the, so right, so here most of the energy can be saved in the day. That will be 90% energy can be saved by using the glasses, that glasses which can take the sunlight directly. So by that we can use the by that we can save the light which can be used in the daylight. Green building economy and investment. Average saving of the green buildings, here you can see carbon emission will be 35%, water usage will be 40%, energy usage will be 50%, solid waste will be 70%. So right, average payback period you will be having in a 3 years without government rebates, 4 to 5 years. So right, when comes to the conventional buildings, you will not be getting the rebates like this. Green building economy and investment. Buildings have a large effect on the environment, human health and the economy. So here why we are saying the buildings having a large effect on the environment, because whatever the conventional building, by that we are getting more pollution in the environment. Through that whatever our ozone layer is getting affected. So by using this concept as a green building, in future most of the persons will be showing interest in constructing the green building, because the most cost, whatever the cost we will be taking, that will be decreasing in compare with the conventional buildings, and environment will be also a good. The successful adoption of green building development can maximize both the economy and environmental performance of the building. The benefits of green building, everyone knows what are the benefits of the green building. A green building can have a tremendous benefits, both the tangible and intangible. The immediate and most tangible benefit is in the reduction in water and operational energy costs right from the day one during the entire life cycle of the building. Next one is benefits of the green building. Here you can see environmental benefits. The green buildings are inherently designed to make the best use of natural resources. A green building is much more friendly to the environment than the normal building. The overall cost of a green building is less as compared to the normal building, because use less resources like energy and water. It also increases the value of the property. And social benefits, the green buildings are very good for health of environment, entire ecosystem that occupies it. They also decrease the load on the local infrastructures, right? Tangible benefits, energy savings 20 to 30%, water saving 30 to 50%, right? Because why we are saying water saving means whatever the water, rainwater harvesting will be using the whatever the water has been stored in the rainwater channels, right? Intangible benefits are enhanced air quality, excellent day lighting, health and well-being of the occupants, conservation of scarce national resources, enhanced marketability for the project, right? Next one is environmental benefits like protect biodiversity and ecosystem, improve air and water quality, reduce waste streams, conserve natural resources. Economic benefits are like reducing operating cost, create, expand and shape market for green product and services, improve occupants and improve occupant productivity. Right, here you can see the social benefits also enhance occupant comfort and health, heighten aesthetic qualities. Aesthetic quality will be obviously good when we will go for the green buildings. By that greenery what you are taking around your building, minimize strain on local infrastructure, improve overall quality of the life of your structure. So green buildings are dynamic environments that that respond to their occupants' changing needs and their lifestyle. Greener buildings can be achieved using intelligent technology, and that is greening will provide a tangible and intangible significant return on the investment. Here you can see this one, the perfect example for the green building. Here next we will study about the Griha. One topic in your first unit is Griha. So we will study about the Griha here. With the convergence of urbanization, globalization and rapid changing and expanding economy, using this green building concept will help the world as well as India in satisfying the shortage of valuable resources, and also will prevent environmental degradation. Thus, green building provides significant return on investment to contractors, architects and building owners, right? So next we will study about the Griha. So right, what is nothing but a Griha? Griha, I have already told you that green rating for integrated habitat assessment. Green rating for integrated habitat assessment. There are three primary rating systems in India. One is Griha, one is IGBC and one is BEE. IGBC is Indian Green Building Council, and next one Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So right, green rating habitat assessment is India's own rating system jointly developed by TERI. That is, TERI is the Energy and Resource Institute, the TERI and the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, the Government of India. So LEED is developed by US Green Building Council, organization promoting sustainable through the green building. Here BEE will deal with it has a star based rating system. More stars means more energy efficiency. Where comes BEE has developed the energy performance index, right? Next one is evaluation of Griha from 2000 to 2015 year they have given. What actually Griha will be dealing? Minimize a building resource consumption. As I have already told you, the Griha is one certification system that will be giving a certificate like silver, gold, platinum, that will be even given in the LEED, right? The Griha is under TERI will be dealing with the Griha, and Griha is a certification course which will be certifying that is the green building which is completely helpful for the environment or not, right? Here evaluate the environmental performance of a building holistically over its entire life cycle, thereby providing a definitive standard for what constitutes a green building. Reduce energy consumption without sacrificing the comfort level, and reduce destruction of natural areas, habitats and biodiversity, and reduce soil loss from the erosion. So right, why we are choosing the Griha here? Griha, in India we have two rating systems, that is LEED and one more is Griha. LEED is I have already told you, leadership in energy and environment design, is primarily based on the per capita energy consumption in developed. So completely whatever the certification courses that will be dealing, that should be ecosystem, means whatever the less energy you will be using, and one more, whatever the how much percentage of water you are saving through the green building concept. So completely this Griha will be certifying or based on that things, right? Griha is more suited to Indian climate. Also like LEED, also unlike LEED, it does not promote usage of certain products like glass and air conditioning equipment. 5R philosophy. There are 5R philosophies in Griha. First one is reuse, reduce, refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle and reinvent. This is completely, these are 5 R philosophies will suits green building. So what is refused? To blindly adopt international trends, material technologies, products, etc., especially in areas where local substitutes are available. Next one is reduce the dependence on high energy product systems, processes, etc. Reuse the material products, tradition, technology so as to reduce the cost incurred in designing buildings. Right? Recycle all possible waste generated from the building sites during the construction, operation, and demolition. Next one is the reinvent. Engineering systems design and practices such that in India creates global example that the world can follow rather than India following the international example. These 5 R's implement that whatever the materials are there, that should not be wasted, and that should be completely used, reused, and reduce the whatever the pollution is there, that should be reduced. Right? This is completely the 5 R's will deal. Griha procedure. What is the eligibility? Except for industrial complexes, all buildings like office, institutes, hotels, hospitals, housing complexes, etc., in the pre-design or design state are eligible for certification under Griha. Next one is Adarsh, Association for Development and Research of Sustainable Habitats. Griha Secretariats helps evaluate whether the project is eligible for rating or not. Building projects may register through the Griha website that will be available in this your Google. The registration process allow access to essential information related. This all will be the no need for this. Griha also provides one-day training session for the registration projects, overview of green building design, explanation of rating system and criteria and points related to the rating. Next one, online access to the rating tools, the documentation process through use of online forms, evaluation procedure. So right here the evaluation process, pre-documentation state, a team Adarsh along with the client's integrated design team meet and determine the points being targeted by the project. Next one is the post documentation state. All necessary proofs through the documents from the points targeted under the various criteria is submitted. Evaluation by third party regional evaluators to determine the final rating that shall be awarded to the project. Right? Here Griha rating system will be like this: Swagriha for building area, Griha for building area, and Griha LD for building area. So for rating purpose, Griha will be checking all these variants. So here, when we will go for the ventures, they will be constructing a very smaller buildings under the smaller area, so that all will not comes under the green building. Right? The latest version of Griha 2015 was introduced in January 2015. Griha rating system consists of 31 criteria. Under the 31 criteria, only 8 criteria are important and one more 4 criteria can be adopted. But next, other than that, categorized under various sections such as site planning, construction management, occupants comfort and well-being, sustainable buildings, material performance monitoring and validation, and innovation. Eligibility: all buildings which are in design state and have built up area more than 2500 square meters are eligible for the certification under Griha. Right? This rating system I have told you in the beginning. So right, see here, we have a parade game of self-sufficient Indra Paryavaran Bhavan. This is a project of Ministry of Environment and Forest for the construction of new office building at New Delhi. The basic design concept of the project is to make the net zero energy green building. So this energy green building you will be having you will be dealing completely in your second unit. First we will study about this location is Jorbagh, that is in Delhi. Plot area is 9565 square meters. The maximum ground coverage is 30%. Far is 200, height is 35. Built up area is 31,400 square meters. Superstructure is 18,726 square meters, that is 8 story. The basement is 12,675 square meters, 3 basements. Year of completion 2013. The measures for this site for giving the rating: wider front setback 22 meters to the protect front tree line, preserve the integrity of the green street, preservation of the local ecology, tree cutting approvals for 46 but only 19 cuts, 11 trees transplanted, excavated soil reutilized at the other construction site and the zoo. Architectural concept, here you can see the architectural concept: effective ventilation by orientating the building, that is east west. The optimum integration with nature, separating out different blocks with the connecting corridors, a huge central courtyard, plain pedestrian access to east, north and west entrance without crisscrossing vehicles, towards energy positive approach. So here completely whatever the sources we are using, that are all renewable. Facade has been designed to receive 70% of natural daylight. Inner courtyard serves as the light well. Provision of solar photovoltaic is stepping towards the south side, shades the roof. Solar PV system of 8 kilowatts capacity. Total area 6,000 square meters. Total area of panel, that is 4,650 square meters. Number of panels 2,844. Annual energy generation is 14.3 lakh unit. So see here you have all the pictures. Facade of the building, whichever the glass they have used over here. Roof overhanging act as a shading device. I am showing you the example just because for your understanding purpose, right? I'll be sharing the notes with you guys. Shading for summer sun while allowing in winter sun. Energy positive approach, here the stake, which in the beginning itself I have already shared the plan of green building, right? The brown and beige color stone jalis add to cross ventilation. Here the terrace garden utilizes preserved top soil excavated during the initial excavation. Means whatever the soil they have excavated in the beginning, they are using it again on the top. The central courtyard helps in air movement as natural ventilation happens during the stake effect. Energy positive approach, here you people can see it clearly. The polymer plastic grids turn the visual asphalt fire tender road into the soft paved space. Here you people can see the soft paved space. Here we have the greenery also. More than 50% area outside the building is soft with the plantation and grassing. The circular roads and pathways soft with the grass paver blocks to the enable groundwater recharge. The preservation of existing foliage increases the front setbacks. Right here you can see this one. The site and waste water management. The main and most important thing is how we are managing the waste water. To reduce landscape water requirement, here we are using the drip irrigation. Here we are using the drip irrigation. So see here, appropriate shading from the summer sun while allowing in winter sun, zero discharge building. So how we are using the drip irrigation here? In the bottom, whatever the rainwater we have used, there by using the landscape we are using the drip irrigation. Using use of native species of shrubs and trees having low water demand in landscaping, low lawn areas so as to reduce water demand, reuse of treated water for irrigation. Here, reduce water usage in building can be done by using dual flushing cistern, low discharge fixtures, wastewater treatment, reuse of treated water for irrigation and cooling towers of HVAC, rainwater harvesting, efficient water use during the construction. So next one, here we are using the energy consumption on the site. Here you people can see the zero energy. Here you have clear area lighting, whatever the yellow area is there, that is area lighting. Next one you can see, there you have a different this one. The materials we will be studying in the completely in your third unit, right? We don't need this one, and we need net zero design, that we will be discussing in your second unit. So right, I'll share you the unit 1 notes. So right, here the first unit you have all the notes which I will be sharing with you guys. Here the green building, what is green building, you have all the topics. Here the green building rating system, under that Griha, IGBC and LED you have, right? What is green building certification and why it is required, and briefly about the Griha is there, and briefly about the IGBC is there, right? BEE is also there. Whatever we have studied in the PPT, whatever I have explained to you in the PPT, that is completely here. So this is the unit 1 notes, right? Here the criteria of Griha fulfilled, we'll just go with this one slide. The site selection, the points will be 1, whatever the preserve and protect landscape during the construction. Here you will be having that company, whichever the Paryavaran Bhavan that got this 1 points. First one is preserve and protect the landscape during the construction, that they have got 5. Soil conservation till post construction, that they have got 2. Design to include the existing site features, they have got 4. Reduced hard paving, here on the hard paving also they have used the complete greenery, right? Enhance outdoor lighting system efficiency and use renewable energy system for meeting outdoor lighting requirements, right? Next you have plan utilities efficiency and optimize on the site circulation efficiency. Provide a least minimum of sanitation or safety facilities for construction workers. Reduce air pollution during construction. Reduce landscape water requirement. Reduce water use in the building. Efficient water use during construction. Optimize building design to reduce conventional energy demand. Optimize energy performance, optimize energy performance of building within the specified comfort limits. Utilization of fly ash in building in structure. Reduce volume, weight and construction time by adopting the efficient technologies such as precast system, and use low energy materials in interiors. renewable energy utilization, renewable energy based on hot water system, wastewater treatment, water cycle and reuse including rainwater. So right here you have reduction in wastewater during the construction, efficient waste generation, storage and disposal of waste, restore recovery from waste. Here use low VOC paints, adhesive and sealants, minimize ozone depleting substance, ensure water quality, acceptable outdoor and indoor noises, tobacco smoke control, provide at least the minimum level of accessibility for person with disabilities, energy audit and validation, operation and maintenance, innovation points. Here they are having all 34 points. In this the main mandatory is 8 things. Under that you will be having a more 4 that are also comes under mandatory, rest of them are applicable. Okay, rest of them are not that important. So right, by this we have completed our first unit. So next from next video we will be dealing with our second unit. Thank you.